coming in, because I've been on this road before. You're about the deepest that anybody's ever gotten.
Yeah, honestly, we got really nervous at this distance.
Other ones, they weren't quite this far.
No, in this little car they got, I was like, how the hell did you get this far?
The following is extremely rare footage filmed inside of Area 51 and has never been seen before. It's a late August afternoon in 2022, and a Lincoln County, Nevada deputy has been dispatched to a restricted location surrounding Area 51 in reference to a trespassing incident.
Okay, crossing the boundary S8. It's marked no trespassing, no drone zone, warning Air Force installations. Clearly marking. Driving past a clear, obvious place to turn around. We're at 0.8 of a mile in. We're at 1 mile inside the boundary. 1.5 miles inside the boundary.
Clearly, it's not a short trek, and the terrain is rough.
So 1.6 miles inside the boundary.
After several minutes of driving, the deputy has made it to the isolated location. He's briefed on the situation by a camo dude. Camo dudes are Area 51 security guards, and not military.
So just so you know, the male, he's in handcuffs right now.
Okay.
The reason he's in handcuffs is because of the weapon, and he's 6'2". The female, she was cooperative. They let her out. She's been good. So is he. But I just wanted to let you know what was going on right off the bat.
All right. And I'm recording, so if you guys want to cover their faces, that's fine. Yeah, I have to record it.
Okay, Roger.
And I'm not recording your face right now.
Thank you. I'll let them know. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
The deputy approaches the couple. Prior to the deputy's arrival, base security handcuffed the male subject due to his size and possession of a weapon. However, it appears that he's been cooperative and there was no legitimate officer safety basis to do this.
Hello, I'm Deputy Ray, Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. Before I start talking to you, because you are detained, not under arrest, you won't be arrested today, but you're detained, I have to advise you of your constitutional rights.
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent, and anything you say you can't.
The deputy reads them their rights before he gets straight to the point.
What got us here today?
Stupidity.
Did you see the
We
signs?
did. I'll stay honest with you.
Okay.
We're driving. We stopped at the cafe. We bought some souvenirs. I asked the guy, hey, can you see the gate? He said, yeah. He said, go down 1.7 miles back towards Vegas. Take a second right. First right is the east. First right's the gas station. So don't take that one. He said, you can go all the way up. He said, you can get to the gate and you can take a picture. He said, you're going to drive up on the gravel road. It's going to take you maybe 30 minutes. And then you're going to hit pavement and then you're good. That's exactly what he said. So and then honestly, we got to that water area where it looks like there should be cows there.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, we should not be taking a car here. And at that point, we were looking for a place to turn around and they were on us.
Okay.
Trespass is generally a specific intent crime, meaning the intent element of the crime requires either knowing you don't have permission to be there, or being told afterwards that you don't have permission but still refusing to leave. Generally speaking, accidentally wandering onto someone's land is not sufficient for the intent element of criminal trespass. After the long-winded explanation, the deputy lets them in on an interesting fact.
Yeah, so I noted when I'm coming in, because I've been on this road before, you're about the deepest that anybody's ever gotten.
Yeah, we got really nervous. And honestly, we got really nervous at this distance.
Rightfully so, but there has to be a logical explanation.
Yeah, we went and we took a left and went out that way, and then figured out no. And then we turned around there, and then we went this way.
He gave you good directions. You just took a side road before you got to,
All right, well.
Unfortunately, the deputy has some bad news to share.
So, per our policy, I'll issue both of you a citation for trespassing on a military installation.
Okay.
It's a pretty steep fine, but I'll explain all that to you. I have all your information already on the computer.
Okay.
Because they gave it to my dispatch. And,
Okay.
And we'll get those citations issued, get you guys turned around, and
Thanks.
and the firearm it's in a lockbox.
Yes.
We'll just, when we get off the federal installation, I'll give you that property back. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right.
The deputy returns to his vehicle where he can draft the citations. All the while, he engages in some small talk with the camo dude. It seems that the deputy isn't the only one who's baffled by the situation.
Are we going to be able to get a copy of the citation?
Yes, I'll print you copies.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I appreciate you very much.
Well, we appreciate you. I'll tell you, it's nice working together.
Yes.
And doing the right thing. This is the farthest I've ever had anybody get in. I was just blown away.
That's what I told him. I said, I've never been in this far. When we had those other ones, they weren't quite this far.
No, they were back up there probably about 2 or 3 minutes back.
Yeah.
And in this little car they got, I was like, how in the hell did you get this far?
Well, as I'm coming in, I'm noting, I'm like, okay, they could have turned around here. Yep. I talked to them. They said they had directions to the Rachel Gate, the bar. Like, you drive on a gravel road, you'll hit a paved road, you'll get to the gate. Yeah. Then this kind of dead ends of the gate. Well, I'm like, how did you get on this road? They said we never made it to the pavement. I'm like, you shouldn't have turned.
I'll tell you, I was pretty shocked when I got up here. I was like, when I saw the car, I was like, okay, I would have expected this if it was 4-wheel drive, but only this little ass car.
Yeah.
And then I tell you the truth, I'm surprised you didn't get a flat goddamn tire.
That's what I'm worried about going out.
I am too.
Here's a copy of his.
Thank you, sir.
And then I still got to do hers.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
The deputy asks if the security staff will issue a ban and bar letter of some sort, and he states it will come from the Judge Advocate General's office, JAG. The JAG is a military equivalent of the U.S. government's own law firm, for lack of a better comparison. The bar letter would serve as notice that they are not allowed on the property. Interesting to note that the ban and bar letters are issued primarily to locals. It suggests they expect locals to be more problematic than random tourists.
The worst one was active duty Air Force trespassed. Where the hell was he at? He was at the Alamo Gate, years before they had the actual gate,
The small talk carries on as the second citation is being generated.
I love that.
So, the sound of freedom.
Well, when we have the sonic booms in Alamo, and it always scares us, sound of freedom.
That's right. Sound of freedom.
I joke with my wife and say I want to move to Rachel, and she'll say, well, if you want a divorce, that's a good way to get one.
With a population of somewhere in the mid-40s, Rachel, Nevada is on the border of Area 51. Because of this, it gets its share of tourists.
So these guys, they're out of Florida now, but they're originally from Washington.
Yep, I've been up there. We used to go up there when I was out of Fort Lewis. We used to use their underwater demolition range.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of folks that would love to get over on the other side of those hills over there and take a look at what's going on. And it's just none of their business. And I think some of the stuff that helps us out truly is just the mystique of the place.
Yeah.
Which is good. I'll keep that going as long as I can.
The deputy exits his vehicle, citations in hand. And unfortunately, he has even more bad news for the couple.
So, all right. Here's your licenses and your registration back. So, like I said earlier, you're both being issued a citation for trespassing on military installation in Lincoln County. It's a $640 fine. Okay. Your court date is September 21st, 10 a.m. The Alamo Justice Court. You do not have to appear in court. You just need to pay. If you need to break it up or anything, you can break it up and make payment arrangements with the court.
Okay, great.
Okay. And it's the same for both. Same court date. The address, phone number is written here for the court.
Okay.
So give it a couple days and contact the court if you wanted to. You do have the right to a trial and all that. So if you're, I just want you to know that that is your right to contest it. So,
but it was our bad.
Well, I appreciate your cooperation.
The woman says it was our bad too. While this is an honest admission of guilt, it's important to not say things like this to the police. If they did want to contest it on some other grounds, they may have just seriously impaired their arguments by admitting guilt after having been Mirandized. Despite the steep fines, they take the news quite well. It's obvious that they just want to put the whole thing behind them at this point. And as it turns out, they fared much better than many who came before them.
This is the kinder and the gentler test site. When I first became an officer here, if you trespassed, when I would arrive an hour later, you'd be face down in the dirt with your, handcuffed. But it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different these days. But so I'm sorry that we had to meet this way. But
I'm sorry.
Thank you for being so
thank you for you guys being kind to us.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely.
But I appreciate your cooperation. You can go ahead and go get back in your vehicle, and let's try to get you turned around.
Okay.
But let me give him
Their knife, and this is his camera.
Okay, I'll give him all that back when he gets out.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll get all turned around.
Okay.
And then we'll just follow us out, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
The deputy returns to his vehicle as he prepares to guide the couple off the restricted property.
2 citations have been issued to both subjects. We're escorting them off the property now.
Once again, the deputy drives the rugged terrain for around 15 minutes as the camo dude follows closely behind. Eventually, they part ways and the deputy proceeds to follow the couple before they finally arrive at their destination. The deputy exits his vehicle and retrieves the belongings that were temporarily confiscated.
Thank you. And it was very nice meeting you. And
It was nice meeting you.
Thank you for also being there.
It's always better just to get along with each other.
It's unclear what possessed the couple to continue so deep into the restricted area, but the encounter has concluded without incident, thankfully.